Unmute. All right. Alrighty, hello everyone. It's me. I'm at it again. It's Saturday morning. I did the first race and I crashed twice. So that bit me in the buttocks. So I went from 5th to 9th. Well, I actually went from 5th to 15th or 16th. And I worked my way back up to 9th. And then a couple guys DNF'd. I think it was 2 or 3 guys DNF'd, and one guy got a 2-minute penalty for not getting his tires changed. People got to read the rules. I'm wondering is like how good this guy was. I didn't pay attention to it, but yeah, he did pretty bad. But we got 8 minutes before qualifying. As you can see, I'm using Mercedes AMG again. I'm representing Apex Speed Racing and myself. So hopefully everything goes good on this one. It was like the 2 mistakes I had was turn 1, the left-hander at the bottom of the hill. Some stupid reason I decided to go in first gear instead of second, so when I bump up to second and hit the gas, I am spinning right there. So that was the first one. And then the second one was at the hairpin, or I wouldn't say hairpin, but the snappy left-hander, which is right here, the one that you're looking at. I ended up going in a little bit too deep, and when I end up going too deep, it bit me in the buttocks. So, and when it bit me in the buttocks, it bit me good because I ended up hitting the first wall, came across to the second wall, and it got in the grass, and of course I had my throttle on instead of letting it go, and I ended up spinning. And then as normal, you know, when you spin once, you gotta spin again. So I had to recover from that. So the mental side of it, I wouldn't say took over, but definitely had a little play factor in there. So I'm going with the brake balance 2 to the rear. No, I'm going to do 3. I have a little bit more, I mean, I was slamming on the brakes. Right here is where I spawned. And I could have stayed in second there. It was like I flip-flop depending on what was going on. The good thing was I was able to qualify with a 143. I qualified 5th, and I was up there with the pack. There's really no banging and everything like that. There was one time where one gentleman, he was in 3rd, and myself and this other guy were just a little smidge faster. He may have did something, I'm not sure. But we ended up catching him, and he went to the outside, passed him. And when he did that, I guess he didn't approve of it, liked it, whatever. So, fast forward to about a lap later or two, I was able to pass him on because he had messed up in front of me. I was able to catch him, pass him, and then we started going up the hill. And when we're going up the hill, he went to the inside, normal. And he tried to dive bomb the corner, and I gave him the space. And it was like, when we were going up the hill, it was like I seen him, he was just a smidge faster, so I gave him that edge. And when we got to the corner, he didn't brake right. So up here, I'll show you. Right now, I'm not racing right now. I'm just getting momentum back, rounding it up myself. So this is the hill. I let him pass on the left. I gave him the inside, and I was going to do an over/under, which I was able to. As I came to this point, I turned in, and he hits me right here, knowing that he had all that room, so it pushed me a little bit out. But it really threw him because he didn't brake at the right spot. So he like cut pretty much in front of me. And when he did that, I ended up hitting him. So when I ended up hitting him, he ended up going into the corner. And he lost that spot. So that put me up to 5th or 4th. 1, 2, I think it was. Anyway, it put me up top 5 again. No, I did put me up to 4th. But then I ended up hitting that corner and it jacked me all up. That's how I want to take that corner every single time. Got grass a little bit. So that'll put me at a 43.2. I don't want that. So it's a theory that whatever your record time is over there, and your driver's rating is about where you're going to be placed in that lobby. Like I said, though, it's a theory, so it doesn't always mean it's going to be true. So if you're wondering, yes, I did my oil change before I came out the first time. I did back when I first started doing this. Moises and I, we always said, it was like, hey, we're going to go through the whole thing. So I raced against Gaz earlier. He was on my tail hard. Let's see. Some of these names I don't recognize. Bone Daddy, nope. Tomato. Tomto. Just Arturo also. Nope, he wasn't, no. Because we didn't have an Aston Martin. So 48. Oh, missed it. So hopefully you guys got it. I was like 48 to 16. That's what, 32-point difference? Wow. And I'm out front again? Hell yeah. So, the rule of thumb is always, for qualifying for me, it's either your first or damn near last. When I say that, I'm trying to mean that when you're wherever you're positioned at on the track. So like me, I was up front in the pits, and since I was up front in the pits, I'm going, because that way I know nobody's in front of me for sure and everybody's behind me, so which helps out, I guess. The tires are still cold. I'm not going to push it on this one, or this one. I'm not going to push either. Alright, here we go. We're going for it. Alright, goals at 143. I should get 2 laps, maybe 3. One of the other things I'm trying to do is not squeal my tires. That didn't help much. I'll take about 2/10 away from me. Should have shifted earlier. Alright, 143. It's a good start. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to be out there. Yep, running 142s. Yeah, because I think God was one of those who was at the top 3 earlier, and he ended up come on, come on. 143.8 again. So, one of the biggest things I noticed about this manufacturer cup compared to other ones, there are so many people doing the 911, the Porsche cars. So many. So, what's funny to see is when you do like the money side of it, when you're looking at it, you'll be like first in your county, first in the state, then it'll go like manufacturer and then global. For manufacturer with all the 911 drivers, they probably got to be like really pissed off because they're not going to get that, probably that amount of money. Like for me, I am 18th, I think it was, for Mercedes. When I did BMW last time, I was first. Or excuse me, I wasn't first. Not for manufacturer. I was 1-1, and it was like top 15, 20 or something like that. I think it was. And then globally, I was like 300 or something like that, 400 or something like that. It was, I think it was like 1,000. But anyway, the numbers went up higher on those two. But it's because people always take the Porsche 911. 100%. I understand it's a bad mamma jamma. 100%. But if you cannot drive it that well, I just don't take it. And I'm one of those. I can't drive it that well. So I'm not going to waste the time of everything. So my goal, as normal, minimum top 8, then top 5, top 3 podium, first place, clean race, and fast lap. Those are my goals. So if I get them all, great, fine, and dandy. If I don't, as long as I am top 5, I'm going to stay in that realm. Because I just do this for fun. So I am going to start out on soft tires because I am up in the front of the pack in a way. So this way we could sort of stay out of trouble, I guess. If we can stay out of trouble, that'd be great. And the mentality of racing, I was watching earlier, this gentleman, he was talking about your psychological part of it. So if you end up crashing, crash. Suck it up, drive on, and then go to the next corner and make it. You have 3 seconds to make your change. Meaning your head will... So if you crash, don't get excited, don't get your heart rate going. Keep calm and keep it going, because then you can get back in focus faster. Because if you end up doing that for after that 3 seconds, supposedly your brain does something stupid to where it then affects you to where it's like adding more sand into this handbag. It's just continually dropping and dropping and more and more and more. See me, I'm flashing my lights. I'm turning my tires. I got my wheel turned all the way over. Oh, look at, he did a rust bucket car. He did one also. So, when we did, if you look at my videos when we're in Fuji, I did rust because it was raining out. Or I expected rain. So, Ghost of Yoti. So, that's cool, the pink and blue BWT. And away we go. Alright, so I am going to... Whoa, we're not doing that. Alright. Yep, and like I said, stay clear, I always crash. And I got my little guy with the middle finger in there too. Let's see how many dive bombs we're gonna get. There it is. Lamborghini pushing me. Which is fine, but not. Over here, guy. Look like some paint chips. Don't do that again. Stay off the curb. You know it's dangerous. Can't complain, I didn't give him room because he had plenty of room. I don't know what happened. I didn't gear up early enough. It's fine. Let's keep it going. These guys within limits. Use the whole track. That corner. Bad corner. Way offshore. Ah, missed it again. Alright, I'm gonna brake earlier. Brake harder. There we go. I'll catch you back up. See that? It was good. Good job. But I felt good. It actually turned out ugly because let's see if they're going to pits on this one or the next one. Let's see if we can do another one. We can do like 3 more laps on these tires, but I know I'm feeling it because my time is also feeling it. And I heard the skidding right there as I'm turning. So yeah, we're pitting next lap. See, right there. Damn it. Okay, so it's like I thought. I ended up going that one extra lap and I crashed at that spot again. So that's what happened to me last time. So hopefully this I ain't gonna do it again. So box out. Oh, sorry. So I used to call them box out or pit out, and for our league and everything. A little bit of squealing on the tires, but they're just warming up. Excuse me if you heard me burping or grunting. I have my wheels Newton meter set, I think, at 8.5 or 9. And this is the Logitech one that I'm using right now. And my pedals for my Fanatec came in today, so it was before the first race. And one of the things I said to myself is like, I'm not going to jump on it, put it together real quick, and try to come out here and face the music and stuff. I wasn't going to do that. So, for me, I said I'll just stick with the Logitech this week. After I'm done today, I will go ahead and get over there and start working on it. So, everybody in front of me, I think, have not changed tires. Ooh, there's a crash up here. means their tires are going. That means he's going to more likely go into pits. So I have to try to close the gap. So this way, when he tries to come out of the pits, I'm ahead of him. If anybody wonders why I'm in second gear on that corner, because I have spun that thing so many times there. That is unreal. The leader went in. Yep. Front three went in. I should be catching up to him. Four went in. There's one. All right, good. Gained 2 spots. I think some are coming out on softs. I think I've seen 1 or 2 softs in there. Slicker. Tires again. Come on, Augie. Don't need that. All the traction on the ground to gain them. Yeah, he's just fast. Thousandths of a second. A couple more. Oopsie. That was my paint job. Still going. Come on. Focus. Four to go, 5 to go. A little bit slow through there. Odds is fast. He is gone, 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 baby. fine. I'm alright. Wow, I need to not brake so hard through there. I hadn't realized. Keep going. We're all spread out. These three in front, got 7 to my rear. Final lap. Just a little bit faster than me, which is fine. They're running 143s, I'm running 144, so I'm happy, I'm content. Just keep it smooth. I'll be happy with fourth place. It's better than mine. All right, yay, fourth place. I'll take it. I'll take it any single day of the week. Prefer podium, but like I said, if I met one of those top goals, especially top 5, I'd call it right then and there because the competition is pretty good and tough. But the Mercedes on this track is, ooh, I moved up. No, I'm still fourth. He did not pit. Again, somebody did not pit. People, read the rules. You gotta pit on this one. You have to change tires. So he went from like, what, 5th, 6th place, all the way down to last. I raised up one and I got a clean race. I'll take that picture. And I'll take my clean race bonus. Woo! Let me give a big oh, what were my points first? Let me go save. Points. 4th, I took 42, so yeah, I'll take it. And then, got my controllers faster. God's... And the best part about driving, what I did today was clean racing. Clean. There was no bumping and slamming and all this kind of stuff. Now, earlier there was a little bit, but that was only because of missed braking positions. The guy, he ended up missing his brake point. He ended up going too deep. And when he went too deep, he clipped me. And when he clipped me, he was basically perpendicular, and I ended up hitting him in the tail end, and he ended up spinning. So, but that was this morning's race. So this is actually the second race. And with that second race being done, I'm going to take these points and roll with it, baby. So I got my saved. I got my picture. God's gift. Sorry for the hit off the wall. The wall made you do it. So. Whoop. All right, so that's pretty much it for today, everybody. I will probably be doing some of the dailies just to play around. I'm definitely going to be getting and playing on some ACC and some PMR. I'm doing more of the storyline or the career side of it and everything. So I'm getting better at it, that's for sure. PMR has grown so much and has gotten so much better. Given you do have to do a little, you have to do tuning to be competitive. But there are, every single car that they have, people have literally dropped settings for that car. And all you have to do is go in there and just tweak little stuff. So it's like, okay, I need more turn here. Okay, I could drop my toe in a little bit more, or I could drop the ABS, or not ABS, but anti-roll bar, ARB, down in the front, raise it in the back, all that kind of stuff. It's a learning curve, 100%. I guess to me, it's actually fun to see that and be able to do it. But I'm going to show you to see if I can get that crash from the first race. I don't know what lap it was. Let's see. Collections, my items.
I'm going to go by myself.
No, hold on. Let me just show this real quick. Oh, I gotta take those damn names off. That thing kills me. See those guys right there? And it was that dark Sonic in front of us. See, so I pass him here. So we're racing. He's going to start catching up and going side by side. I give him all the room he needs. Got plenty of room. I gave it to him. See, and boom. He hits me, but loses control himself. So clearly it was not my fault. I would have actually lost even another position because this Gods is right behind us, just waiting. Oh. Ooh, so Gods is the one that got him. Uh-oh. Okay. So I had nothing to do with this at all. It was all him. So I guess that's a good thing. But the question is, did he get bumped? Nope. Oh, so God's he got the 4 second for putting the slope off the track. And the funny thing is like, it didn't even look like he was going to be able to make that turn completely. But anyway, that's it for me. I'm going to take off and I'm going to enjoy some of the Saturday with the wife, and then I'll be on later on tonight. So hope everybody enjoys themselves and has a good Saturday. No, I don't want a picture. I got to get these buttons straight.